All right. What's up, guys? Dr. Depression here. So, I've been posting a lot of Dead Trigger 2, and today is the day for the Arena of Death guide. So, I've put up that I can hit at least wave 16. My highest wave that I took a screenshot for said guides coming soon. Here's the guide. Wave 35. I have not been able to hit wave 35 since then. I'm not going to hold you because I've been doing a lot of experimenting. I haven't really been practicing what I know works because I'm trying to figure things out. And I'm still learning some things. I didn't really play this game at a high round level. I was just comfortable being like, oh yeah, arena's super hard. Like, I don't know how people make it past wave 6. I just assumed everyone used boosters. And then coming back to the game, I just decided, you know what? Let me figure this out. There's no reason I don't know how to do this. I can play Black Ops 3 and, we can do all these Easter eggs and stuff. I've never done an Easter egg. I'm not going to front. So I shouldn't say we. That's definitely posturing. But anyway, we can do high round zombies. I can do high round in this. It's no reason I can't. So I went and figured it out. So to start, let's hop into arena. I mean, that's really it. Yeah. So even the build I'm using, I'll break down later. So I will say this is a melee focused build, which I've run before, so it's not anything new. But so to start, map awareness: traps, boards, barrels. Barrels, as far as I know, are always gonna one kill a special zombie. Always, always, always. I should have put on something small and weak. But boards, right? These are gonna slow down the access zombies get to the map. And that's gonna become relevant later. So we're just gonna start killing some zombies for now, just to get the thing going. So between rounds, or if you just have a free second, because that guy's climbing over the thing. Really? We're getting armored guys on round 1? Oh no. He's just wearing a thick jacket. I was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. This still round 1 or am I stupid? Yeah. There you go. Okay, so, in between waves, do the boards. So now we see this, right? So if I do these two, and then positioning, right? So I just hang out here. Boom. Now there's a whole period of time before they can access the map. Now, so that's important there. And then traps and barrels are always going to be a one kill. Or barrels will one kill the special zombies. Traps will always one kill the regular zombies. So it's really important to actually do these traps, especially when you're running a build that's like the melee build, where you can kind of struggle dealing with waves sometimes because of bar zombies. We'll get to that later. But that's the benefit of having these traps done. You just run the map and then, let me just swing this wave through here. Whatever doesn't get flung, you just rip apart with your melee. So now we're going to get into understanding hit stun, right? We're still one tapping. Shoot Dawn. That's fine. We're okay taking a hit here. You really don't want to take a hit most of the time. But so you see how... Well, we took his leg off, so that wasn't the best example. Let me clear this corner. So you see how the zombie's walking at us? You see how we tap him, and then he does that animation? That's consistent. Oh, I missed. You have to hit it, and that'll come into play later, too. So, you have to hit that, right? Hit stun. He's staggered. And then you can also hit the legs. But this stagger mechanic, this is what is going to allow us, even now I'm doing it, this is what's going to allow us to group zombies. You see? If you just run in front of them, and then you hit stun them, it's consistent. So I walk, he's right there. He's in front of me. I want to be in front of him. Hit stun. I missed, but hit stun. Now he can't do anything. Hit stun. And it's a pretty long, it's a pretty long duration. And you can even chain it, right? So you can do hit stun. Oh, that wasn't long enough. Hit stun again. Now he's doing another hit stun animation. So you can, or that causes a crumple animation. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you can really cut these zombies down using hit stun. Melee should be able to hit stun now. The problem was the melee was one-shotting him. Also, a part of map awareness, get the lucky box. I forgot to mention this. Get the lucky box. See, that's hit stun. Oh boy. I didn't see what it was. Pay attention to the big Zeds that are spawning. That's also a part of map awareness, because there's no reason I should have tried to melee that. We're just gonna health because I saw something was about to hit me, so I'm like. So that's understanding hit stun. Now keep in mind, we can take hit stun as well, situationally. So when zombies hit us, we take slight hit stun. When big Zeds hit us, we take big hit stun. So the ones you really want to watch out for is the Vomitron hit, and because the Vomitron one, it's mainly just the Vomitron one. The Vomitron one slows you. All the other ones, they do hit you for big damage. So if you don't get one shot though, which we'll go over that a little bit later. If you don't get one shot, you can just and this is why I'm gonna say melee focused rather than melee builds. So if you don't get one shot, they knock you away with their melee, so it's really not that bad. So now we're gonna get into spawns. So here's what I mean, right? This is boarded off. I'm standing right here. Zombies are gonna spawn from that one because I was over there, and they're gonna come from in front now. Vonatron, perfect example. I'm gonna kill this thing now because these guys tend to always screw me up in runs. I'm not gonna. Much like that. I thought he would die faster. That's unfortunate that I took a hit. Let me just go on ahead and hit one shot cap real fast. So the reason, before I get into hit stun, it's about that time anyway, right? So one of the big problems with Arena, if you've played this game any amount, you know, is that you get one shot ridiculously early. It makes no sense. So I wondered, I was like, there has to be a range where you just don't get one shot. So from what I've seen, if you have 800 HP, you're not getting one shot. It doesn't matter. You're going to have health left over. No matter how they hit you, they ram you, they smack you, in anything at all. Like, you're not getting one shot. Bar zombie, no, it doesn't matter. 800 HP, you are safe from being one shot. So if you're like me and you're Johnny Terrible, then you should probably just boost up to 800 and leave it there. That's part of the reason. So we'll get into that. I have auto heal on to supplement that kind of a play style because it's like a berserker melee thing. But, you know, I'll get into the bread and butter of the melee build later. But that's how that's how it functions. And see, these traps are hit every time. So we're on spawns right now. So if I stand right here, they're spawning from there. Now they're gonna spawn from here. Hit, see? And this is understanding hit stun. So know where they're gonna spawn from. Know how the spawns work. Spawning is very important. See, they're way over there. Now I see they're spawning, so I can cut through here instead of going around like I would have before. Knowing your spawns is important because you need to know how much killing zombies you can do before more zombies spawn, just like that. So now if I'd stayed there any longer, I probably would have just been sandwiched between the zombies. So it's important to know your spawns. Now we move on to, there you go, traps putting in work. There's 2 Zeds on the map. Focus on killing waves before you focus on killing the special zombies. Killing waves is way more important. Because special zombies are slow. They're most likely not going to get you. You're most likely not going to have to deal with them. And then you'll have all the time in the world. See? Now the wave is dead, and we can just focus. There's this guy. Don't want to deal with that. Satan be gone. Yeah. Oh, there's you. Yeah, I rebuke you too. Get out of here. Yep, nope, none of that. There you go, see? Wave 6 survived. So the next wave, if there's enough big Zed, the wave isn't going to spawn until you take care of him. So you have time to kill the wave, you don't have to worry about the next wave spawning. So here's how. Woo! No hits. Bar zombie, apply hit stun, apply hit stun. This is grouping. We are grouping zombies right now. Using the knowledge for spawns, Melee Madness, we are no longer grouping. Using the knowledge for spawns, you know, we take advantage. This is the one time I would say go ahead and take care of Big Zeds with a melee, is when you have extra damage. There's a lot of heat going on. Yeah, I kind of bit off more than I could chew, so we're just going to blow everything up. There you go. So using your knowledge of using hit stun, you can group zombies, much like training in COD, by just applying hit stun and walking past them while they're staggered. And then now they're all behind you. See? Look at that. We just grouped them all. And then you just make sure you don't get caught up. So as of now, what is it, wave 8? So I think we're not going to get one shot, even if we take a stray hit. So then we have damage rush. I don't want to stand my ground here. Don't get caught up. Use a speed boost to get out. If you use a painkiller, that's another thing about grouping. Use a painkiller to get out of a sticky wicket if you have to. There is no reason to hold on to a painkiller and eat a hit. That makes no sense. You know, a lot of times one shot cap is 800 anyway. So there's no reason not to blow one just to get closer to the cap. I'm gonna wait there so I can apply hit stun. Hit stun, hit stun. Oh, careful with your positioning though. I got sandwiched. Boost out of there. Hit stun. That was maybe extra. I probably could have just run past that guy. But you got to be careful, because if it's a bar zombies, that could be the difference between life and death. Applying hit stun and not applying hit stun. Apply hit stun. There you go. And if you can't apply hit stun, just veer as far away from them as you can get. So they're like right on my tail now, right? Like they're getting fast. That's a Panzer. So we just ignore Panzer. Panzer's a non-issue. Don't even worry about him. He doesn't exist. Just keep running that wave. Keep running that wave. And even if he does get close, your melee can stagger him. So then he'll be stuck. So you just swing your weapon and back up slowly. Yep. And then just continue ignoring him. That was bar zombie, I'm going to assume. But you see, I took a hit on wave 9 and I'm not dead. That's the one-shot cap at play. That's what I'm talking about. Because I know you've all had your runs where you're like, oh man, I have 300 HP and you're toast. 600, I'm chilling. By wave, you know, I only went down 300, but 400 HP on wave 10 and you're not going to get one shot. But it ramps up pretty quick from there. It just about doubles pretty quickly after that. Yeah, this guy's sweating me, and that guy's sweating me. So time to kill more Zeds, no more spawning. Want to make sure you know your spawns. That's what I'm saying. Don't get caught up. Where's he at? Okay. Now, this is a melee focus build, but when you're in situations like this, where there's like a big Zed or two, and you just want to take these guys out, just shoot them. Just shoot them. It's not, like, it's really not that serious. Because some, like this thing, the kamikaze, you literally can't, like, melee this thing. So there's no point committing that hard to the melee bit, you know? Aww. You really want to make sure you can kill the big zombies if possible, because they drop HP, and that can be important later. That's important for high rounding. What else? There was more. I think that's everything that requires being in the arena. Zombie spawn. Knowing your zombies. So there's the base zombies when they're walking, and there's the base zombies when they're running. Then there is, hold on. Stupid. Grouping mechanic. Oh, that hit me? Okay, I'm not backing up enough. I'm not leveraging my range enough here. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna speed boost and then use this to heal and then run. Get a little extra HP boost. It's still wave 10, so 400 is one-shot cap at the moment. So this is safe for me. That's why I did that. Now I'm back up to not getting one shot. See that? Mine doesn't go off. Now we can save it for later. He did us the favor of killing the zombies. Now we come over here, let them charge. Bada bing, bada boom. It's that easy. Wave 11, not breaking a sweat. Just applying hit stun, grouping the zombies, take them out with the melee. This applies with guns too. This applies with just normal guns. You want a fast gun with fire rate. And this is where we're going to get into loadouts, right? So now is where I'm going to explain my build functionally. So my build is a melee-focused build with a long-range boss killer, because my melee weapon is going to kill the waves. Anything that, if I need extra help with the waves or big zombies, I have the mines. I have the auto heal so that I don't have to worry about healing up all the time. So you see, I'm like 500. I'm slowly approaching one-shot cap without doing anything. And that's the point. As long as I'm not taking damage, I'm good. I use a painkiller to get out of a sticky wicket, you know? They're going to be spawning now. I need to pay attention to what's in front of me. See? That's why it's important to do bars sometimes. Just have a bar or two. If there was no bar there, I would have had to apply hit stun. Because of a board, I didn't even have to. Bar zombie, apply hit stun. There you go. See? This is the train at play. This is how you do it. That guy's just, look at him. He's just walking at me, standing there menacingly. He's not doing anything. He's too slow. This is my point. You don't have to stress about the big Zeds most of the time. Now, the Rager, you do got to worry where that guy's coming from. You do need to be aware of where the Kamikaze and the Vomitron are, because those guys don't play. If the Vomitron hits you, that's just almost a straight up run. Like, that thing's really bad. The spit, very debilitating. You don't want to get cornered between a wave and an Iron Fist. I keep saying that. Cyan Fist. It's not great. So the melee, let's see what this is. Immortality? Whatever. So the melee is to do most of the damage. And then for bosses, when it gets to this point, so what I try to do is I melee this guy to turn him around. And then the wave ends. There you go. And then there's our HP. There you go. 761. Now, I think the one-shot cap is actually 750, but I said what I said to be safe. 800 is like a little extra fluff, just to make sure, you feel me? And so far, I have not been one-shotted over 800 HP. I have not taken more than 750-ish HP in a single hit. I have not reached 800 in a hit. It hasn't happened. So, and that was at wave 35, mind you. Woo! Careful. There were two of them. I had to make sure to melee them both. That can be tricky with melee sometimes. That's not that easy. Not bragging, but you know. So now I have the mine set up still, right? So I can melee as needed, or I can lure them into the mine to just get rid of them, get them out of my face. So the mine is for more preemptive play. If you want like a more, oh, get off me kind of tool thing, the grenade is going to do you better for that. So the reason I'm actually not, that's my preferred playstyle actually. The reason I'm not doing that is because my grenades, I've been leveling up turrets. I have almost everything maxed but the rocket chicken. So I just had to get that maxed. I was getting stuff maxed, and now that things are maxed, my grenade production got low, so now grenade production is back online. So I'll be using grenades again and stuff soon in videos. So you want to have, in general, for any loadout, you want to have your wave, you want to have your hit stun weapon, something fast, high fire rate. It doesn't have to have a lot of damage. Your hit stun weapon doesn't have to have any damage. If you have like a make one weapon that does hit stun, all hit stun is equivalent. It doesn't matter. So you can use an outdated weapon just to apply hit stun. I would say it's better to use a proper weapon so you can get the it's better to use a proper weapon so you can get the full benefit. Like, you know, any damage is good damage. So, you know, even if you're just applying stagger, you want as much damage as possible on your hits. So, you know, upgrade your stuff for sure. But, you know, you can stagger with a weaker weapon. Your boss killer, that's gonna be, you're gonna need that to be at max rank to whatever you are. You're gonna need that as strong as possible. You need to hit these guys. These guys take a lot of damage. Score boost. Take advantage of your score boosts. Don't end your run over it, but take advantage. What is that? Rager? Boom. Look at that. Oh, love it. He just cuts off the... Okay. Oh! He almost got me. He almost got me. He almost got me. He almost got me. 3? Okay. They're playing hardball. We're gonna set up in a new spot. That's gonna do big damage. Kamikaze needs to go. Because of the Rager, I can't just ignore things. Oh! And there you go. Mostly took care of the wave with explosives this time because they threw a bunch of Zeds at me. Or a bunch of big zombies at me. And then, you know, there you go. Wave 14 melee. Consistent. Still above one-shot cap, mind you. Haven't had to do anything. We hit those. And I did this. I do play a lot. I'm going to play a lot on controller because I like to play on controller, frankly. But I'm doing this on, like, mobile controls, touchscreen, just to showcase that, like, this can easily be done on touchscreen, even with a melee build. It's not at all something that's some high skill. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I want to stress that. I'm not that good. This is learnable. And this took me a long time to learn. I had to, like, theory craft this and then put it to test. What's the best way to melee them? Because if you may get too close to melee, it happened a little bit earlier, you'll take damage. And then I called it out, and it hasn't been a problem since. You know, it takes an adjustment. Even me, who's been playing mostly melee builds lately, because honestly, this junk is really fun to me. I like playing melee builds with most zombie killers. Something about getting up close and bashing zombies is really fun. So, yeah. This was something I had to figure out. What's my play here? What's the thing that spawned in again? After Vomitron? Okay, yeah. Do not be within line of sight of a Vomitron. That thing ends my runs more than anything else lately. I've had to specifically focus on that, like, big zombie because it's been a menace to my runs. I think I explained everything to do with the build. So, you know, oh, and then your wave clear weapon. So your wave clear weapon can also be your boss clear weapon if it has pierce. So I didn't go over damage types, so this is a good time to do that. At this point, though, I don't need the gameplay. The gameplay is just in the background, so I'm just talking while I play. If I die, that'll actually be good, because then I can go over... I'll probably just not use health from this point on. If I die, that might be for the best, because then I can use... So this is a very risky method of applying hit stun. I would not recommend doing that, but that is also possible and an option. Again, would not recommend doing that. That was extremely dangerous. We're just going to run past that guy. So in this case, my wave clear and my hit stun is the melee. My boss clear is going to be the Taurus here. I used this shotgun a while ago and I didn't like it. And I realized why I didn't like it, and it was because I'm using a melee weapon. The shotgun was close range. So I found myself using the shotgun, but the shotgun wasn't that effective because the spread was far out, because I was backing away from the bosses, because it's like they're bosses I had to back away from. So if you're going to run a melee build, you're going to want a long range. Oh, see, it took a hit, but look at that, no one shot. This is still here, right? Nope, it's gone. 15, 16, baby. Easy. Easy money. And then check this out. We actually still have this up. Let's get out of here. Another Vomitron just won't be on the map. We're going to have to take the risky method again. Oh, boy. I don't like doing this because I do not... Oh, no. This might be it, gang. This might be it, gang, but it's fine because I got him. Oh, he tried to get me. It's gone. We're actually pulling shiesty maneuvers. Okay, this is actually huge. You ready for this? HP. Where'd he go? He was hiding. I know I said I wasn't gonna heal, but I lied. He got me. He got me every time. And you know what? You know why that happened? That happened because I panicked. All I had to do was deal with the wave. All I had to do was deal with the wave. They were both on the same side of the map. All I had to do was walk around, melee what was left, and then shoot them in the head. That's all I had to do. But I got excited. Oh crap, there's two of them. Let me take care of them. They're a threat. No, they're not. No, they're not. I literally expressed that earlier. So, you know, that can happen. It happens. That's the end of the run because I'm an idiot. And again, I could have boosted back up to one-shot cap a little higher, and I would have been fine. I would have been able to eat more hits, but you know, it is what it is. Again, I kind of wanted to get out of there so I could show you guys the setup. I.e., I did it on purpose. No, I'm kidding. Oh, when this hammer's done, woo! I'm gonna go crazy. Also, recommendation for deck of games for melee, because all the other weapons are fine, but melee needs a touch up. Yo, give us a melee damage, a melee specific damage booster in this tree. We don't have anything to boost damage at all outside of the other guy boosters. Give us something in the medic tree. Give us like because these are the painkillers heal you. There's the auto healer. Give us like a stem shot. Give us like a stem shot, and then we get like extra, like double melee damage for a period of time or something, and then you can upgrade it up. Like, you know, give us something. And like, I was thinking maybe make melee weapons do bleed damage. Like the scythes and stuff, the sharp ones do bleed damage, and the blunt ones do extra damage. And they like stagger longer. So you have less of a chance of like, you know, that way you can use some of these stubbier things and it's not as like debilitating. Anyway, what was I saying? Other loadouts. So another way you could structure a loadout, right? Just as a quick example, and then I'll end this video. This one turned out to be pretty long. So let's say I did want to use, say you just want to use a gun, right? So for whatever reason, you want to use the Lewis, which is actually something I need to do. I should have used the Lewis for this tutorial. That would have been awesome because that's my daily, and you need to do your dailies. Well, I did use it a little bit. So you're gonna want your hit stun weapon. In my case, this is gonna be the P90. It's just what's max level. I just want the damage. I'm gonna use it. I did try the dual rhinos. I don't like them. The fire rate's a little too slow. Sometimes you need that quick like spray, and this doesn't provide that. I don't think these are good for killing bosses either. Maybe I need to give them another shot as like an explicit boss killer, or even as like a headshot weapon. Maybe, I don't know. I need to give these another go. I didn't give these a fair run. I need to see what else these are potentially good for. But I don't like these in Arena so far. I don't think they scale well into Arena, and I wouldn't use them at the moment. But I'll see if I change my mind on that. Then you would run the Coach Shotgun. No, the Lewis. We're talking about the Lewis. Then you run the Lewis second, right? Now, to supplement this build, you have your hit stun, right? That's what you need. You have your wave clear. This is also going to function as your boss killer. Now, your question from here, because painkillers are a must. You're always going to have painkillers. Nothing you can do about that. What do you want to supplement this build? Now, for me, I've been debating between the Sentry Gun and the Sentry Chicken. I'm going to run the Sentry Chicken instead of the auto heal. Or the Ammo Chicken is going to be the main one here because your main weapon is the Lewis, so you want your damage coming, you're gonna want more use of the Lewis, and the ammo pickups on the map are good, but sometimes you just want to fill up where you are, and this is a stand your ground kind of weapon. That being said, to pair with that, I would also run the Sentry Chicken with the Lewis and the Ammo Chicken. This will give you a little more double down, so you can like group them up, and then it's like essentially just here's extra damage, mud in your eye, and you just hold down a lane. I need to test that out. That'll be a separate video. Probably upload that a little later. Maybe, we'll see. But This is how I would structure like a LMG Lewis kind of build. You want something fast to group them up, and then you switch, and then you go full Rambo. And you know, that's typically how you'd run them. So you know, for an explosive build, let's say you just want to blow some stuff up. I get in that mood sometimes. I've been in that mood. I just haven't had the, you know? So it's going to be the same thing. I don't know why I switched that out. So you're still going to have your hit stun weapon for grouping. However, you're going to run the explosive weapon of your choosing. So, you know, if you have the Rocket Man kind of setup, you know, you could do a rocket launcher if you have that. In this case, I have this grenade launcher. So in this case, I would do this, and then I would also run, to pair with that, I would run the frag grenade just to get that explosion combo. You can do like a hit stun explosion combo. That's really cool. I actually have a video up where I do that. So you throw the M1, then you throw the grenade, then you shoot the M1 again, and it's just a really good chain of explosions that just really messes them up. And then once again, you could run another source of explosion here. You could run the trip mine, or to like really double up, that's another way to get a lot of explosions, because the trip mine has 3 explosions in it. Or you just, you know, again, run the ammo chicken just to get more use out of your main weapon, that consistency, because you're gonna run out of mines and stuff well before you run out of ammo for this thing. I promise you that. And now that I have this guide out, I'm gonna be really doing a lot of diverse testing. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things, and I'm going to come out with some tier lists here in a second. So if you watched to this point, thank you for watching. I hope this helps. You know, I really hope this video helps you guys in your runs. Participate in tournaments. Let's get out there and kill some zombies. You guys have a good one.